Hi guys, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses Redux, a mod of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses made to pretty much make the game more bearable, improve the duels, give the opponents better decks, allow you to use some cards that are normally not in the game, and it's essentially just like a better version of the original, if you ask me. And today we're going to do my second playthrough of this game. So I have already done like a whole playthrough of a Fiend deck. If you want to check that out, it's probably in the description or in the end card. So today we're going to start off a new playthrough with a whole new deck, with a whole new deck master. I'm pretty much going to just look what it gives us. And if you care about the story, I read the story in its entirety in my first playthrough, and there you can read up on it and watch it. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably played or at least seen the whole game at least once, so you probably know the story or something about that margin, if you even care about the story. So yeah. I will be playing through the entirety of the game, both paths, I guess, both Lancaster inside and what was the other one called? It was Lancaster and Yorkist, right? I'm gonna do both sides. So at first, it's I think gonna ask our name, and our name actually influences what 3 decks we can choose. So I'm gonna go for something random. I'm just gonna randomly click some buttons and see whatever the fuck it gives me. Yeah, though, he's stunned by that. It's a fine ass name. So I hope we get to choose our deck before we choose our path, because, well, one path can be much more beneficial than the other. Like, I was playing Fiend deck, and like I chose the side of the Yorkist first, and that pretty much came back to bite me in the butt, as like all of the good Fiend cards were in like they were basically, if you chose Lancaster, we would have had a much easier time because we would have been able to build our deck much easier. So I do believe he's going to give us our deck. I'm not going to play a practice duel. Alright, now here he's gonna give us the choice between Ray and Temperature, which seems to be a fairy spellcaster deck. We can go Water Sea Serpent, or we can go Fiend Beast. I mean, not Fiend, Beast Warrior. I'm probably gonna go, I think the Ray and Temperature one does seem pretty appealing. We could fight Teya like pretty much instantly and get good cards that way. For weather, we'd probably want to go. We'd probably want to side for the Yorkist as well to get Mako Tsunami's cards, and for the Beast Warrior one, I don't really think it matters, as like I'm thinking like I'm gonna go for Rain Temperature, to be honest. I'm gonna go and make a fairy deck or a spellcaster deck. Kind of look at what fits better, because like, oh, here we get a Seto Kaiba. So yeah, I am gonna go and betray Simons to get pretty much just to get like Teya first. And honestly, we could get some good cards from Teya, because yeah, she is literally the fairy fucking battler. Of course, the first couple battles in this game are pretty much the hardest, as most decks unfortunately don't stand a chance against like the first couple opponents. At least on the Lancaster side, you get 2 opponents to choose from, so at least one side you might be able to fare better against than the other. But then I would deem Weevil is actually like really tough. Even in the vanilla Weevil is incredibly hard to fight with a basic deck. But yeah, jeez, they talk for fucking hours, don't they? Is there not like a way to fucking skip this shit? Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, now we should get our choice now. Yeah, we're gonna side with the Yorkists. On an unrelated note, today I went to the dentist, so I'm not allowed to drink anything for like an entire hour or two. And it's like really warm at the moment here where I live, so I'm in like, you know, slight torture, but hopefully that won't affect my mental abilities to fight, to use my strategies, my ancient strategies to succumb the odds. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna have to fucking grind out, like... We're gonna have to grind out the deck master as well again. I forgot about that. Yeah, let's look at our fucking deck. We got Ray and Temperature, who doesn't have any deck leader abilities at the moment. Cancels all power increases or decreases of the enemy monster in battle. Does not cancel bonus effects, such as Train Leader. That's actually a pretty good card. White Magical Hat can trigger traps. Okay. Lucky Trinket. All dark monsters are reduced by 100 points while this card remains in defense position. I don't know if that is like a turn thing or if that's just a one effect and done. Alright, this card is strong in tune and spellbound. That's meh. Mahavwilo. When this card is face up in defense position, the effect of all power up cards are boosted to an additional 200. Okay. Musician King. We get Tau the Chanter. When this card is flipped face up, all light monsters are transformed to the dark monsters. That might be interesting for like other terrain, but I don't think we face dark monsters until pretty late in this one. Leo Wizard 2 times, Moon Envoy twice, Orion the Battle King, which is probably supposed to be our main offensive tool. Fairy control or weather control. There's the Wasteland. That's not that useful. Happy Lover just cancel all power-ups or decreases of an enemy in battle. Does not cancel the bonus effects or lure abilities. Alright, Petite Angel revives in his own summoning area. Hourglass of Life. If the life point is higher than 1000 at the moment, this card is destroyed. A maximum of 4 monsters with the highest attack from own as well as the opponent's graveyard are revived under the owner's player's control. Following the revival, the owner's life points is reduced by 1000. Alright. So we can pay 1000 life points to get like the strongest monster in the grave back. Ray and Temperature, we do get we get 2 of them even. Which, yeah, cancel all powers when in battle. Aku Beam. Hoshigen, I think, strengthens up by 300. That's pretty good to have in the starting deck, because that's a good card. If a card is been played from the hand in the turn when this card is destroyed in battle, the owning player can play more than one card. Alright, Muse A, when this card is flipped, Musician King gets strengthened. Alright, but we have him, so that has some synergy. Spellbound, Air Knight Parsaf, that's pretty good. Doma the Angel, the Silent Dancing Elf, I think is good for when you want to make a elf deck, but I'm unsure if I want to specifically go into Mystic Elf. Well, never mind. Mystic Elf is just really good in a light deck, but I'm unsure if I want to just make a light deck or if I want to make a Mystic Elf deck. You guys can comment that below if you would rather see one than the other. Magical Library makes a Library space that's not very good. Red Medicine isn't good. The Eye of Truth can go away. Winged Trumpeter is an amazing card. Monster Recovery, all monsters on the field are returned to the deck. That's okay. Silver Arrows for fairy buffs. That's decent. That's for female monsters. We only have so many. Curse Breaker is good. Tears of the Mermaid is pretty good. Negate attack is decent. So this is definitely a better deck than the Fiend deck, at least when starting out. Well, of course, the Fiend deck did have Chakra eventually. We just didn't start with. The starter deck for Fiend was not good. For that I mean Monster Eye, but let's just get into it, I guess. I will say that, yeah, these first battles will probably be pretty tough, and I will be doing a good bit of grinding between these episodes to get the, I guess, the right terrain for us. So we get Ray and Temperature, which when flipped all gets faced. Alright, so this is only when flipped and not like when it's on the field straight up. I have to get used to these new cards though, I will say that much. Unlike last time, we're actually facing like, it's not fairy versus fairy, so it's slightly more in our advantage than with Fiend. What does it give? Increased strength for same type friendlies. Spellbounds and destroy specific enemies, but that's not our enemies. He's got free stars, so you get 300. You know, I'm also gonna have to get used to my. I'm gonna have to get used to the fact that my main, my deck leader does not just buff me up. Or not buff me up, that doesn't change the terrain, because that was like the big benefit from having my Fiend deck, or at least the deck master abilities. Let's throw out Curse Master. So yeah, I will say that probably off screen I will grind up Ray and Temperature to like a very high level to get its deck master abilities. I'll probably just research all of the cards that I have to see if I can get anything useful out of it. What does Shining Friendship do again? Spellbinds. I will also admit that I don't know the fairy. I don't know the fairy abilities out of my head, so just, you know, an FYI. I don't know the fusions out of my head. If anything, it'd probably be like already really good if we even end up being able to defeat Curse Breaker. Let's not get rid of Curse Breaker like that. Put you in defense, see him hit into that, that would be nice. If he gets a Winged Trumpeter, I'm kind of screwed, not gonna lie. I said that I don't think he really has. Ooh, he does have an Air Knight Parsef for 2900. Oh yeah, maybe you should have shown the battle animation there. Although he does get it here from my Air Knight Parsef. Assuming he used the power up on it. I wasn't actually really paying attention to that. Alright, doesn't bother him, so then he just decides to show the light. And then uses a beam instead of, slashing them. I guess it was just easier to animate this, I guess. It's always awkward in like these animations. It's always awkward when they like run up to someone and then have to go back to their like starting position. It's like, well, I guess I'll walk back now. You do have a Tears in the Mermaid, so monster recovery sounds like a horrible idea at the moment. Curse Breaker, don't really want to lose to Curse Breaker. Okay, well, rest in peace, Hoshingen. Oh, there comes Tenderness. What do I have left? Muse A. Well, shame we don't have Magician King at our disposal. Wait, this card is 5 stars? What the fuck? That card is trash for being 5 stars. Let's look. He cannot attack me if I hit this guy. It's a negate attack. Oh no. Ah, that's fucking bad. That's bad. That's bad. It's also not. Ooh, this is actually useful. Who would have thunk it? What? Well, it's still not bad, I guess. Why though? That's so bull. That's kind of some bull. Actually, that winged trumpeter though. That winged trumpeter don't discriminate, apparently. Apparently, winged trumpeter doesn't discriminate and also buffs the enemy. That is, like, that's solid for us, I guess. Like, you know, kind of makes winged trumpeter not that great for us to summon. All right, yeah, no, you've got this whole effect, but I think it only applies for this specific turn. So let's look at the Eye of Truth. I guess I'll use that. See what it does, or see what the opponent has in his hand. Which is... he's got Change of Heart. Damn. Oh, yeah, see what I mean? We're not even allowed to use, like, another card, so... It's clearly only an enemy phase. So let's just kind of stalk the opponent's deck leader. Alright, something power increase, but didn't get the Trumpeter power increase, so it shouldn't be higher than my monster. Like, sure, it could be negate attack, but also doesn't have to be a negate attack. I don't think I need a rain temperature and Tau. Well, actually, I guess we'll just look into it. I'm assuming that only counts for like in battle, and like once the battle phase is over, it resets everything, right? Well, may as well try this. They only did half because of tenderness, right? Yeah. Still, I think that was still well worth it to do. Like, now he's been lowered to 1900, but I'm assuming that, like, once he's been destroyed, he comes right back to 500. If it isn't the case, then that's a really good ability. Change of heart, that's a little unfortunate, but... Okay, well, never mind. He chooses Curse Breaker. That's great. Wow, that was excellent use of Curse Breaker, my friend. Now that guy's back to 1900, so... Probably not a smart idea. Well, we have our own Air Knight Parsef. We're not on a thingy space, that's a little unfortunate. Let's get rid of whatever this is. Unfortunately, that's a spellbound. Well, kind of bound to happen. I think he now knows that that's Curse Breaker, right? You know, Wing Trumpeter kind of lost a lot of its luster once I realized that. Like, it will be good when we face other opponents, but just not when we face Teya. Alright, all that effort to get rid of my Curse Breaker. You know, I don't think he has anything really left to destroy my Air Knight Parsef, so it's probably just going to be a slow defeat for him. Or for her, sorry. I'm gonna wait until I get, like... What's his face? I wanna wait until we get Musician King to just buff up Musician King. Although I don't remember if Musician King is Earth or Light. I'm assuming it's Light because it's in his deck, but... Also, like, grabbing our second horse again would also be nice. Aqua Beam and you two can be gone, I guess. Although not a bad card on its own too. Alright, well you go down. I kinda wanna get rid of his tenderness as well, so that sounds funny. But I would get rid of tenderness so that we do more damage to him. To her. God damn it, I always misgender them for whatever reason, even if it's like fucking obvious. This is a good card. I might just use it. It increases Farish, so you just get knocked out by it. Right, very good. Give you a little buff. You know, I've realized that it wasn't affected by the Trumpeter, so maybe we just wasted that when I think about it. But now tenderness is gone. Yeah, like I said, I don't think he's got much left in the tank to get rid of. Although I think he might have Fairy Meteor Crush, so... Oh yeah, my negate attack, I forgot about that. Very nice though. I'm not complaining about that. Hey, let's look at Ganon. We also have our white magical heads just chilling next to us. That one hasn't done anything either. His lurk, it really wasn't that much of a threat, I guess, but... Now we do that damage. Oh, look, another gift of Mystical Elf. How awesome. Alright, some monsters I really don't need. Alright, Parsav, you can just finish this one off. Orion the Battle King, you do 1000 life point damage to him, that's solid enough. Also, be able to watch a new animation. Is she supposed to be like an ancient like hieroglyph monster or whatever? I don't know, she uses the ancient language to destroy you. As it destroys that egg, very nice. As for, you know, still losing. Technically. And that's a fusion, but I think the only fusion she has is Dark Witch, right? Motherfucker, that's awesome. Not strong enough though. I don't want to lose Orion the Battle King at this point. Wait, why does that thing have 2900? I thought he had more than that. Well, Yanku Toko Megami, you're also going to be defeated. Wow, I think we're actually going to beat her on the first attempt. I was not expecting that at all. If anything, I was honestly expecting us to fail miserably these first like couple episodes, like last time on Fiend. Although I guess that's the difference between like being at an advantage and being at a disadvantage while fighting her. Also, like, one major thing was that, well, I guess we get a plus 600, but the maximum your monster could be at in on like the Fiend, on my Fiend deck, on my last playthrough was 3050 at this point. And we're already at 3600 and we haven't even used all of our spell cards on Air Knight Parsev. Because we can still, like, theoretically we could have still boosted it up with like 1100 or something like that. I don't think Air Knight Parsev counts as a female monster as well, so... Red medicine, we'll use it, sure, why not? As now we're technically winning. It's probably running out of answers as well at this point. See if we've something else. No, of course not. There goes happy lover, not happy anymore, and not a lover anymore, it's dead. And another Dark Witch gone. Wow, this is a... I was not in my wildest dreams when I thought we'd win on the first battle. Yeah, we should. What happened? Why have you been suddenly lowered in strength? Was that, okay. Oh, yeah, no, it was. She did just cancel all of my effects. That sucks. Oh, that's not great. But that goes like all of our power-ups we've had on these two guys. Still, I don't... Yeah, no, she's just straight up given up. Very cool, indeed. Well, time to finish this off, and to end a very successful first episode. Let's go! And Air Knight Parsef has instantly been promoted. Who would have seen that coming? A negate attack, that's not that useful. Spirit of the Harp is. And Gyakuteno Magami is also not bad. Yeah, very successful first episode. I'm really happy winning here. I didn't expect to win. And so, bam, we get to fight Tristan Daler next. Of course, that's in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed watching this episode, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please subscribe, leave a comment. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, goodbye. Have a wonderful day.